Before we begin this tutorial, let's quickly address these frequently asked questions that make someone lose their interest when starting to make the 1 million times video, because they might be thinking that they should meet these requirements. The first one is it very difficult to make the 1 million or billion or trillion and so on times video? The answer is no. You don't necessarily have to put 1 million clips into one video to make this kind of video. There's a process called layering and tiling that makes things easier. And I'm going to show this to you in this video. Next is, do I need a high-class or high-end video editor to make the 1 million times video? The answer is, not really. As long as your video editor can handle 4 clip layers at the same time, everything should work well. Lastly, do I need the best RAM, GPU, and processor to make a 1 million times video? The answer is, no. I myself is even using a family computer with 4 GB RAM, and I can still do this easily. The preview might be a little lengthy, but what did you expect? It's a low-end device. Besides, preview quality will never affect export quality, so we are good to go. Now, let us begin.
Hey N2O fam, welcome to Ben N2O Tutorials, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to make a 1 million times meme video. As I've mentioned earlier, any editor will do as long as it can handle 4 clips, and in this case, I am using Power Director. Now let's get straight to the point of the video, but I'm gonna give you a little warning first. Every bit of a second of this video is very important, and I guarantee you that you won't waste your time watching this really informative and detailed video I've made. And don't miss the last steps, because I'm gonna show you guys how to correctly polish your overall 1 million times video. Now, let us begin. First of all, select a video clip that you want to millionize, and you want this clip to have sound, because that's the point of the meme. Without the sound, you can't fully enjoy the 1 million times meme, and you do not want to millionize a clip with very minimal audio. Now let's check this clip that I have chosen.
Everything is just so crystal clear to you, isn't it?
This will pass. She'll eventually just burn herself out.
That's what you think! I am an eternal flame, baby!
Nice! That looks perfect. Now what I usually do is I give a little warm-up portion as an intro to give a good start to the video. You may check out my 1 million times meme creations. I'll put a link in the description below so you'll have an idea of how I make these videos. Next is, select the portion that you actually want to millionize, then duplicate it. Now listen to this. If the clip you are about to millionize is very short, maybe about less than 5 seconds, put a short space between the clip. In this case, I only have 4 seconds, so I'm putting 10 frames of space. Now the spacing is totally up to you. Now, let's give a designation for the clip so that we have a guide to the sequence. In short, we'll put a text that says times 1, times 4, times 64, times 1 million, and so on. I'll put times 1 for this clip. Now, in the beginning of this tutorial, I told you guys about the process called layering and tiling, and this is what we are going to use to millionize the clip. And now we are going to use layering first. To do this, we need to duplicate the original clip 3 times, and then we will put them below the original clip so that we have 4 layers all together. Then, separate the clips by 2 frames each. By the way, other editors separate their clips by 1 frame only, but I love the enhanced echo effect produced by the 2 frame separation. That's why I'm using it. And that N2O fam is called layering. Now, Let's do the tiling process, but make sure that you have turned on the 2x2 grid lines as a guide to make things easier. Then, adjust each video clip and minimize depth to 25% so that the 4 clips can fit and be seen on the screen. Now listen to this important note. You should pay attention to the pattern of your tiling because this will make a big impact on your video. If your layer 1 is on the bottom right corner, layer 2 is on the bottom left, layer 3 is on the top right, and layer 4 is on the top left, you should maintain this pattern throughout the video. You can start from either of the layers and corners, but just maintain the pattern, or else you will mess up the whole video. Or better yet, just copy exactly what I did here so you won't have a hard time. And we're done editing the video using the layering and tiling process. So now, we're gonna edit the audio. Now if you have tried to make this kind of video before, you might have experienced the audio or sound to distort, or it gets extremely loud as you multiply the clips up to 1,000,000. And this is bad because even audio editors like Audacity can't fix this problem because the audio is already broken. So here's the situation. When you put 4 clips into one video, each clip produces 100% sound, so upon exporting it, the audio will definitely break and produce 400% audio. So, the solution is to decrease the volume to 25% for each clip so that it will stay the same and produce the original 100% sound after the export. But, my meter is in decibels. How do I find the 25% here? Well, I made a research a few weeks ago and luckily, I found a formula. If your meter is in percentage, you're all good. But if it's in decibels, then listen to this very quick explanation. The formula for converting percentage to decibels is decibels is equal to 20 times log times ratio. So, substituting the 25% because that's what we want to convert, we get negative 12.04 decibels as a result. So we just need to decrease, since it's a negative, the volume of each clip to 12 decibels each. So now, let's do it. Okay, and now the first round is done. We are finished in layering, tiling, and audio adjusting. Now, let's export this. Now delete everything and replace it with the exported one because they're the same thing, and now let's listen to it. Perfect! Now don't forget to put the title below. And now let's listen to it again.
I am an eternal flame, baby!
And that looks great. Now to do the rest, you just need to repeat the 3 steps I taught you, the layering, tiling, and audio adjusting until you reach the number of clips that you want. Here, I provided a list from 1 to 1 million as a starter guide. Now, I'll skip the entire process and I'll just show you guys when I reached 1 million. And then, I'll show you the last step to finalize the video. Okay, so I've reached 1 billion clips and I've also put all their titles. So now, I'll show you the final step to correctly polish your video. All you have to do is to normalize the audio so that everything is in the same volume. And that's it. Finally, we have finished the 1 million or billion times video. If you want to see the result, I will be uploading it next as a separate video. Go check the description, or I might have uploaded it already, or just search my channel for the 1 billion times playlist. So that's it for this tutorial, guys. I hope you learned a lot. If you did, please subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment on what you want me to do a tutorial on next, and follow me on my other social media platforms to stay updated. All the links will be in the description below. See you guys on my next video, and thanks for watching.